Ever feel like your financial life is a bit like an open house? Anyone can just wander in and have a look around. Well, today we're talking about putting up some serious security, freezing your credit. Specifically, we're diving into how to freeze your credit with Equifax. Now, before we jump into the how, let's quickly cover the why. Why would you want to freeze your credit in the first place? Think of it as putting a lock on your credit reports. It restricts access to your credit history, making it much harder for identity thieves to open new accounts in your name. This is crucial in today's digital world, where data breaches and identity theft are unfortunately common occurrences. A credit freeze is different from a credit lock. While both restrict access to your credit report, a freeze is established under federal law, giving you certain rights and protections. A lock is a service offered by the credit bureaus themselves, which can sometimes come with a fee. We're focusing on the legally protected credit freeze today. So, who needs a credit freeze? Well, anyone concerned about identity theft can benefit. But it's especially important if you've been a victim of identity theft in the past, if your personal information has been exposed in a data breach, or if you simply want an extra layer of security for your financial well-being. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, how to actually freeze your credit with Equifax. It's a fairly straightforward process, and you can do it in a few different ways. First, you can freeze your credit online. This is generally the fastest and most convenient method. You'll need to go to the Equifax website, specifically their security freeze page. You can easily find this by searching Equifax Security Freeze on any search engine. Be careful to ensure you are on a legitimate Equifax website. Once you're on the correct page, you'll likely need to create an account or login if you already have one. You'll then be guided through a series of steps to verify your identity. This is a crucial security measure to ensure that only you can freeze your credit. You'll likely be asked for personal information like your social security number, date of birth, and address. Be prepared to provide this information accurately. After verifying your identity, you'll be able to place the freeze. Equifax will then provide you with a personal identification number, or PIN. This PIN is extremely important. You'll need it to temporarily lift or permanently remove the freeze in the future. Store this PIN in a safe and secure place, preferably not just on your computer or phone. Consider using a password manager or a physical safe. The second way to freeze your credit with Equifax is by phone. You can call their dedicated security freeze line. The number can be found on the Equifax website. When you call, be prepared to provide the same personal information you would online to verify your identity. The automated system or a representative will then guide you through the process. Again, you'll receive a PIN that you absolutely must keep safe. Finally, you can also freeze your credit by mail. This is the slowest method, but it's an option if you prefer not to use the internet or phone. You'll need to send a written request to Equifax. This request should include your full name, social security number, date of birth, current and previous addresses for the past 2 years, and a copy of a government-issued ID, such as your driver's license or passport. You should also include a copy of a utility bill or bank statement to verify your current address. Make sure to send your request via certified mail with return receipt requested. This provides proof that Equifax received your request. The address for mailing your request can be found on the Equifax website. Now, let's talk about some important details. First, freezing your credit with Equifax is free. This is due to federal law. You should never have to pay to freeze your credit. If you're being asked for payment, you're likely on a fraudulent website or dealing with a scam. Second, remember that you'll need to repeat this process with the other two major credit bureaus, Experian and TransUnion. Freezing your credit with one bureau does not freeze it with the others. You need to contact each one individually. Third, what happens if you need to apply for credit while your credit is frozen? Well, you'll need to temporarily lift, or thaw, the freeze. This can also be done online, by phone, or by mail, just like placing the freeze. You'll need that PIN we talked about earlier. When you lift the freeze, you can specify a time frame for the lift, such as a few days or a specific date. This is useful if you know you'll be applying for credit within a certain period. Alternatively, you can permanently remove the freeze, but keep in mind you'll need to go through the process of freezing it again if you wish to reinstate it. It's important to understand what a credit freeze does not do. It does not prevent existing creditors from accessing your credit report. It also does not prevent pre-approved credit offers from being sent to you. And it does not affect your credit score in any way. It simply restricts access to your credit report for the purpose of opening new accounts. Freezing your credit is a proactive step you can take to protect yourself from identity theft. It's a powerful tool that puts you in control of who can access your credit information. While it might seem like a bit of a hassle to set up initially, the peace of mind it provides is well worth the effort. By understanding the process and following the steps outlined, you can effectively freeze your credit with Equifax and take control of your financial security. Remember to keep your PIN safe, contact all 3 credit bureaus, and understand the difference between a freeze and a lock. By taking these precautions, you are significantly reducing your risk of becoming a victim of identity theft. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.